Today, we're going to go through changing a headlight bulb in the camera. Should be fun. So before I get to work on any of the car, first I get to do probably the only thing I'm qualified for, and that's clean up the yard. It's amazing what you find once all the snow melts. It was 0 degrees 2 weeks ago, and it's 55 degrees today. Indiana, gotta love it. And while we're at it, they're dirty, but they're also not very clear. I tried to sand all this down a couple years ago and clear coat it, but it still didn't work very well. So see if we can get the buffer out and make a difference on those. So for those that are wondering, this is a 2011 Toyota Camry. It's got a ton of miles on it, but it runs great. Highly recommend getting a Toyota Camry. We have got 232,957 miles on it. And I still drive this thing back and forth to work, 60 or 70 miles round trip every day. So we went down to our favorite parts store. Probably not what you would think, but they have better deals. We actually went to an AutoZone to get a battery for the truck once, and they said, if you go over to Walmart, get the exact same battery and save you $100. And by golly, the kid was right. So this is what we went with. Sylvania Silver Star H11, just specific to this car. I can't believe that these were actually inside a case now. You can't just go in and grab those. Step number 1, pop your hood. There you go. There it is. Look at that beast of a power plant. Hadn't let me down so far. Not once. Except for a dead battery. Twice. So on most cars, you have a low beam and you have a high beam. You can see on this side, the low beam is what's burnt out. Very easy to get to. It is that plug right there. So the only thing you have to do is reach in here, grab that plug, and turn it counterclockwise. And it should pull right out. There's the bad one. So now all you gotta do, squeeze this right here, and boop, out comes the bad bulb. That easy. So I've always been told, if you're going to handle light bulbs for your car, always use gloves so you don't get any oils on the bulb, because that will burn it out faster. I don't know if that's still true or not, but one of the sets that I seen from Amazon actually came with gloves. But that's not where I got these. Okay, got our new bulb out. Pull our little fitting out right here. Ah, perfect. And just put it back in the hole. Turn it clockwise. Voila. It's also always a good idea, if you change one, change the other. So I'm going to pull this one out and keep it. This is like a spare. In case one of them burns out, I can just put it in to get me through. I hate running with one headlight, but get this one changed real quick, and then we will get to trying to clean up these lenses a little bit. Did you see that? Looks like my springs are getting weak. Maybe I'll talk too soon about this car. And voila, 2 working low beam lights. They do make an LED version of these, but I think you need an adapter. And I think they might be illegal in some states. I didn't check, I just put the regular halogens back in. Everything should work just fine. Pretty sure inside this cabinet, oh yes, oh yes, the Warrior buffer and a stack of pads. Yep, that'll work. So I just got some McGuire's compound I've had sitting around for years. I'm going to use that first, and then I got some regular McGuire's polish. I'll do that second, and I have no idea what pad to use, so I'm just going to start with this one. It's semi-hard. I don't want to cut too much into it. It's not like we're buffing paint, but we'll see how that works out. A little shaky shake. Just gonna, yep, pour some directly on there. Put a little bit onto the pad like that, and see what happens. Mess we just made. Huge difference. I don't know if you can see, but there's little spots here where I had like clear coated it before because I like wet sanded it. I think I should be able to get most of that off. I'll give it another quick coat. One more go over with the orange pad and the compound, and see if I can get some more of that off. Still a little bit on there, but I'm not too worried about that. This is an original headlight. Well, this one is newer because it was damaged and replaced. But it's, you can see quite a difference in the two, even though they are, I mean, they're dirty. That's a ton better. So now, I'm just gonna switch this pad for one that's much softer. Then we'll get our polish out. Give it a little shake. Oh. That'll be way too much. Should be just fine. Oh, did it again. It's fine. Everything is fine. Bring my speed down a little bit. What? Okay. Give this a final wipe down. That is so much nicer. Now I'm going to start on this one and we'll see if it turns out just as good, if not better, than the other one. that does it. 15, 20 minutes. Both headlight bulbs are replaced. Both have been refinished. I think it looks way better, way cheaper than buying new. I also wouldn't suggest buying those car headlight restoration kits. I think it's just temporary. It puts a film over them to make them look clear, but it wears off and you're in the same situation. So I think this is a little bit better option to keep them nicer longer. And it's cheaper if you already have the stuff. And again, anybody that needs a good car, or you've had this car, you've had one like it, what was your story with it? Because aside from brakes, tires, and oil changes, I have not touched this mechanically. I think I changed the plugs once just because, other than a couple of dents in the back where people ran into me, and a dent on the fender where somebody backed into me while I was sitting in a parking lot. There's no blemishes anywhere on the car. It's worked great, it's ran great. Still drives straight down the road and still gets really good gas mileage. I think 30 something, 33, I think is what I get. But if you've had a car like this, put down in the comments what your stories are with it. Let me know if you've had as good a luck with this one as I have. I'm dreading the day that something happens to this car and I have to get a new one. I love this car. I'll probably keep it forever. Even if it breaks down, I'll just set it in the yard somewhere. So that's it. It's that easy. Don't go to automotive store, have them change your headlights out. Research which ones you need, because they all use something different, but they're all still pretty common. I think H11 works in multiple different brands of cars. Research what bulb you need, pop your hood, they just pop right out, place a new one in, or your gloves, and do it yourself. Just get in there and try it. Worst case scenario, you can't get it to work and you still got a headlight out, then you can pick it up. But that is going to do it for this one. Just a quick video. I had to get it done anyway. Figured I might as well show somebody in case they didn't know how to do it, because I've looked at a lot of things on how to get stuff done on this car, resetting codes and everything else. So as always, we appreciate everybody watching. Appreciate all the support. Hopefully we'll see you back on the next one.